We are live here in studio at 11A Marva Road in Port of Spain. That's the studios of TTT. And we're so happy to be with you. Right now, well, it's Tuesday, and you know we always have, earlier we had Unique Not Different with Shamla Miraj, and right now we're talking about the rights of disabled children. And my guest this morning, Kelvin Thomas, who is a parent advocate, and Michelle Harper, also a parent advocate with the Consortium of Disability Organizations, is a CODO. Yes. And welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
So both of you have been blessed with children with
Absolutely.
Disabilities.
Yes.
Correct?
Nicely put.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the
absolutely. Absolutely.
Really
Yes.
Yeah.
And before we talk about the events that you're having and so on, what is it like to raise a child, and what is the disability?
Oh, my daughter, 10 years old, she is a child who's born with Down syndrome.
Okay.
She's also on the autism spectrum disorder, and she's a cancer survivor as well. Yeah.
Triple.
Yeah, triple. Yeah. But she's an absolutely wonderful,
a joy,
loving,
yes.
beautiful child.
Yeah.
And I am blessed. I really do feel that way as a father, as a parent of a child with disabilities. It has transformed my life in so many ways, because it kind of opens up my mind to understand life in a different way. You know, it removes the frivolity. It you know, brings the reality of, you know, caring for people, even suffering, dealing with issues of suffering, but more so to care, to put my whole heart into my
It's a different
daughter.
type of love.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very deep, very, very, very deep.
What about you, Michelle?
My son is actually 8, and he's autistic.
Right.
Like they choose to be called and not say they have autism.
Okay.
So I refer to him the way in which they choose to be spoken to.
Right.
So to be addressed, I should say. He's autistic, and for me, it has been a real eye-opener. It has taught me how to look at things differently, to really try to figure things out, basic things differently. Something as simple as how we dress.
What do you mean?
In terms of getting ready.
Yeah.
So my son is very methodical in how you dress him. So we would start with underwear, undershirt,
Okay.
pants, t-shirt.
So he has to have a routine.
Yes, it has to be that way all the time. And we learn differently.
Yeah.
You know, and your eyes are open, because we have been afforded the opportunity to be instructed educational systems. For him, we have to change it, and it can be done. How he sees things and how he would view it and problem solve. And that was a big thing for me,
Yeah.
learning problem solving.
Yes. Because you have,
And I appreciate that from
so
him.
it's a different level of patience as well. So it's love and patience
Yes.
at the
Absolutely.
same time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
passionate, deep love, like Kelvin said. That's the key
It is.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are these, well, individually your own only children, or you have other children as well?
Well, I have a 21-year-old son.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And I have a soon-to-be 4-year-old daughter.
okay, so what is it like? I guess would that be considered a blended experience, raising a disabled child and a child who isn't disabled?
Yeah, it is, because particularly for my son, he gets to also experience what I do experience as well. Because he protects his sister.
Right.
You know, he protects her. He watches over her like a hawk, and I think it is molding him and building his character, and that is something that I really appreciate about my son.
And
That, you know,
And with you, the age group difference is much smaller, so they
Yes.
would be growing closer together, because your son, you said, is 21,
21,
and your daughter
yeah.
is about
She's 10.
So it's a wider gap, but with your daughter and son, it's a closer gap. So what is that like?
It's a closer gap, and secondly, the neurotypical child is actually after the one with the disability.
Right.
So the adjustment was reversed for me. You know, it's like Kelvin had the opportunity to learn about the neuro first and then the disability.
Yeah.
I had to train children.
So this sensitization event is taking place on Saturday,
Yes.
and it's meant as part of a build-up to something bigger that's happening in October. Tell us about
correct. Well, in October, we are actually having the program. It's like a 6-week program in October.
that. Okay. Training
Yeah.
program.
Training program where those parents who register at our sensitization session on Saturday are going to come and be exposed to 5 major topics that we really want to deal with, which is advocacy, and leadership. We're also dealing with the UN CRPD, which is the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. That is very important for these parents to understand what the rights of their children are. We're also dealing with governance. So we want parents to understand how policies are passed, right, and how we have to advocate to get the policies we want passed. And we're also dealing with using state tools for advocacy and also using technology for advocacy. That's
so it's very important for persons, for parents to come out on Saturday to get a sense of what is important in October.
Yes. The key thing is to get the information out for Saturday, to give a little insight into what is planned for October, but also to share with the general public outside of parents with children with disabilities what we are and where we're going forward in terms of attaining support.
So where is this event going to take place?
It's simultaneously being conducted between at 4 major locations, which would be Arima Town Hall, Port of Spain Town Hall, Chaguanas Borough Corporation, and Gulfview Community Center.
And what time?
The event starts at 9 and finishes at 12:30.
Okay.
And we'll give contact information as to they can
give us the contact.
Sure. The contact number is 621-1874, or they can email codocrpd@gmail.com.
That's easy. codocrpd@gmail.com, or 621-1874. So just to be clear, this Saturday at the various town halls across the country, you have the sensitization for parents of children with disabilities, but also the general public.
Yes.
To come on out.
I am glad you mentioned that, because there are a lot of people that we have a part of our organization as well, who are not necessarily parents with children with disabilities, but their support.
They have a voice as well.
They have a voice.
Okay. Yeah. And this is to prepare parents with children with disabilities to attend a 6 weeks workshop conference in October.
Yes.
So go on out. I know a lot of people would watch this program, especially on a Tuesday, because of Shamla Maraj. So if you are one of those persons, go on out on Saturday, get the information, know the rights, know your rights, and know the rights for your children. Thank you so much, Michelle Harper and Kelvin Thomas, for coming on the program this morning.
Thank you for having
us. Saw me shimmying.
Yes,
I really enjoyed this interview. You like it? Okay, so if I ask the both of y'all to do a shimmy with me, I'll get it. You wanted music during the break.
Yeah, that was a calming mechanism.
Okay, so you can give a calm shimmy. This is a calm shimmy. She gave it, she gave it, but we didn't catch it. So next time,
it takes time. Male version.
The male version is. Let me see the male version again. I love my guests. I love my guests. Okay, so we're going to take in a few messages while I shimmy through the break, and we'll come back after this.